some of the things like it gave, so the masterclass gave me a lot of clarity on what I should be focusing on. For the longest time, we talk about quitting the 9 to 5, but we don't know what for. Like, what are you quitting 9 to 5 for? You're still gonna have to work to bring money in. But what you helped me realize it or see is that yes, you have to have a system in place. You got to have a team around you to help you quit that 9 to 5. You got to offset the time that you're spending to have them spend. You buy that time back and put those yellow blocks in your calendar and get that free time so then you can spend it with your family, because essentially that's the dream, right? The dream is to spend time with the family. I mean, that's for me anyways, because I have 3 kids, my wife, and so get more freedom. Like this week we took off and we're not working. So on Monday we went out to the beach. You know, did we go on no, on Monday we went to peach picking. We went, to the farm, picked peach and raspberries and whatnot. And then yesterday we went to the beach, and that's how I want all my weeks to be, right? You have a team in place and now you can go out and do what you love to do, spend time with the family. But then there's still things you when you're working and you're on your vacation is different. So having that vacation mindset or that growth mindset where you're so the mastermind helped me realize that and see how I'm able to like what are the tools I need to make that happen for myself.
That's
So
really
gain
cool.
a lot of clarity in that stuff. Well, when I talk to you, Chris, you said, I've been doing this for 5 years and I've never felt better. And you've taught many masterminds over, or, worked with many people similar to me in my position. And based on the conversation, based on the interactions I've had with you over the past few months, I see that, you've gone through the same struggles that I'm going through right now. And if you're able to make that jump, you're able to make that shift, I don't see why I can't apply that same formula and make that shift myself. And I've seen that happen throughout the many months, learning from you and applying those key milestones. One of the examples that I always go back to is it took me 20 hours to build a playground set for my kids. It's got 3 swings, it got 2 slides, a swirly slide. 20 hours. That's not a lot of time. But if you look at the product that came out, it's humongous. And people look at it and like, wow, you built this in 20 hours? I'm like, yes. But how? Well, here's the key part that everybody forgets to do. You need to have a guideline. That entire set came with a 50-step booklet. They figured out all of the screws, they figured out all of the different parts, they marked them. Right? So that's the solution that you're providing me with this mastermind blueprint, right? It's essentially a blueprint. You follow these steps, you're gonna make a badass looking business. You're gonna create a badass looking agency. I was able to create that playset because I followed step by step. I didn't skip any step and now have a badass looking, people come into my backyard and they're like, dude, you have a sweet backyard. You've got playground here. You got trampoline on this side. You got swings in the middle. Ton of space for kids to run. You got to have a step by step. People go to school, 4-year college. Why? Because they don't have all the knowledge. They follow those instructions. Those books have the instructions. And sure, people can say we have street smarts. And to get to street smarts, you got to be really smart up here to find those patterns. I think another great example that I can probably look into is, when the Lego movie came out, and we have this guy, he has no idea. He's like, I can't be a master builder. How come I am this chosen one? And like middle or towards the end of the movie, he's like jumping through this, and he could see all these parts and how those parts will come together to make this massive Lego set. And I think that's what it all comes down to. You gotta have that booklet, because every Lego set comes with the booklet. To make this, you gotta follow these steps. Sure, once you've made plenty of these Lego pieces, Lego, whatever it is you're building, you can take pieces and you can put them together without even thinking. And that's where they are. Like literally, there are master builders out there that can take a whole bunch of Legos and create a massive piece out of it. So time is your friend and it's not your enemy. So you want to take the time to learn every step, to understand why we do this step. I think that's the greatest takeaway. And I'm still struggling because I'm still going back to those videos. I'm still going back to those homeworks to say, okay, I need to do this part, I need to plug this puzzle piece over here. How is this all working? So yes, you got to take the time to apply it to your business, to your agency. And I'm still working through it. I think what the powerful part about the live is that I can take notes during the live and then ask questions right in that class, right in that, meeting, with pre-recorded videos. And I've taken a ton of those courses. There's an option of, leaving a comment under that video, but nobody's coming back to answer those comments. It's a rare occasion. I think that's what's powerful about doing it live. And here's the other thing that I love about it. I suck at homework, and that's probably why I'm going back over the stuff to redo it, right? I like doing things on the go, and I'm more present this way. So I might be biased, but I love that aspect of it. And when you do something live and you're recording it also, you're saving your time twice or 3 times over, right? Because you're gonna be going over the content over and over. You're getting good at it yourself, and I'm gonna be doing the same thing. So I think it's a lot of time saving. Like we have a finite amount of time. You want to save it the best way we can. Oh my God. If I knew that this mastermind existed 2 years ago, or even last year when I was broke or when I was without a job, I think I'd jump on it because of all the stuff that I've learned and all of the confidence that it's given me, right? But everybody takes their time. Everybody learns in a different speed. Everybody learns, from different experiences themselves. And I think I had to go through the experience to realize the value of time, realize the value of money, and realize the value of systems that you build when you're creating this, when you go through the course. And I think the systems are so important. Somebody actually mentioned, if you want to get to 6-figure, you got to hustle. If you want to get to 7-figure, you need systems. And a lot of people will not understand what that means unless they've taken this course or, gone through this mastermind, or they know somebody who's gone through this. So if you want to get to 7 figures, you need system in place. And that's what Chris is teaching us here, this mastermind.